I'm so excited. I love my weekends these days. And I don't really do a lot of things on the weekends, but it's really nice to just get the house clean.
Yeah.
And I really do like that feeling.
Just like clean your house and then by evening you're on the couch watching TV.
Right. It's perfect.
Eating some 닭갈비 or something.
Or like pizza.
Yeah. Chicken.
Yeah. So I've been ordering in on the weekends because I cook during the week, and on the weekends I'm like, everybody, I just don't feel like cooking, but I will clean, you know? Yeah. Okay, so enough about the weekend, Cameron. Did you know, do you chew gum?
Only when I can't brush my teeth.
Okay.
You know, when you're like I try to brush my teeth like 2-3 times a day.
Okay.
But sometimes you eat some really spicy food.
Yeah.
And then at lunchtime, but you can't brush your teeth.
Right.
That's when I go to the chewing gum.
I agree. So there are times when you need a good chewing gum.
Do you chew gum?
I used to a little bit, but these days I don't because I'm afraid it's going to affect my jaw. And my jaw is it's a little not aligned, meaning it's not fully like in its place.
Okay, then get 2 pieces of gum. Just one on each side. So, 양쪽은, you just gotta chew both sides at the same time.
Oh, and then it's gonna, fall into place.
It's like going to the gym. When you do dumbbells, you pick up 2 dumbbells. You don't, right?
That's a good idea. But Cameron, I can't do it because today the topic is microplastics in chewing gum. This was big news, a while back. And, they found microplastics in chewing gum.
Well, isn't the whole thing plastic? I just thought it was plastic.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not real. Right. It's not real gum.
But let me tell you, when I was in elementary school, every summer, I had bubble gum in my mouth at all times.
Oh, you should swallow it.
I swallowed a few.
Yeah?
I swallowed a few, yeah. But I had bubble gum on my face all summer.
Yeah.
Because I would blow the bubbles. So I have a lot of microplastics.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we're talking about microplastics in chewing gum today. The expressions that we're going to cover today is a fact of life. What is that?
It's reality, and it's something you can't deny, you can't escape.
Yeah.
It is there, and you have to face the problem.
All right. Cut out something.
You're getting rid of, you're not using it, you're not eating it.
Okay. Manage to do something.
You are able to do something. Maybe it was difficult, but you succeeded in doing it.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and listen to our power article. It's become a fact of life that humans are consuming microplastics at a growing rate. A recent study found a new source of microplastics, chewing gum. Researchers tested 10 popular gum brands and found that 1 gram of gum released an average of 100 microplastics, with most released within the first 8 minutes of chewing. The study suggests gum may be an overlooked source of plastic ingestion, although the health risks of microplastics remain unclear. Experts believe gum makers could cut out most, if not all, of the microplastics if they are more careful in their manufacturing process. If you manage to never ingest microplastics, consider yourself lucky. Please join us on page 110. You can find our power article there. Microplastics in chewing gum? Let's find out more. It's become a fact of life that humans are consuming microplastics at a growing rate. Okay, so, everywhere you go, there's microplastics.
Yes.
And we are eating it. Okay? And this has become a fact of life. So what is exactly a fact of life?
It is a reality. It is something that we live with every single day, and you can't deny it.
Yeah.
Like this is how it is.
It is just, as Korean people say, 팩트. 팩트. Yes. It is 팩트, right?
Yeah.
It is a fact that we all have to accept. And we all experience it together.
It's a part of life, and you're not getting rid of it.
All right, so we have microplastics. Okay, a recent study found a new source of microplastics, chewing gum. Okay, now some of our listeners may ask, 선생님, 그냥 껌하고 chewing gum 뭐 차이가 있나요? Or do we say gum? Or do we say chewing gum?
Yeah, so there is chewing gum and there's bubble gum.
Yeah.
You got the 풍선gum.
Yeah, the 풍선gum.
Right?
My favorite.
So chewing gum generally, I feel, is more adult often.
Yeah.
Like it's the mint flavor and you can't really blow a bubble with it.
Right.
Whereas bubble gum is like strawberry flavor.
Watermelon.
Great.
My favorite was watermelon.
I know which one you're talking about.
Watermelon?
Yeah.
Oh, 수박 flavor?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best. Okay, but when we're talking to friends, we say, do you have any gum?
You just say gum.
Yeah, we don't say, do you have any chewing gum? We just say, do you have any gum?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's continue.
Researchers tested 10 popular gum brands and found that 1 gram of gum released an average of 100 microplastics, with most released within the first 8 minutes of chewing.
So there's an average of 100 microplastics. But it's interesting, the most in the first 8 minutes of chewing. So you're getting all this microplastics at the beginning of your chewing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it comes out faster.
Sure.
Like it's like the flavor.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you get the most flavor from the gum.
That's right.
You also get the most microplastics.
Oh, you get the flavor and the microplastics.
Which kind of makes sense. If you think about what gum is, there is the artificial 인공껌도 있잖아요.
Yeah.
And that's obviously plastic.
Sure.
But gum originally just came from the tree.
Yeah.
Swick.
Like the rubber tree.
Like rubber.
Yeah.
So you are chewing rubber and getting all of the polymers, that chemical, inside your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it says that, first 8 minutes, you get an average of 100 microplastics. The study suggests gum may be an overlooked source of plastic ingestion, although the health risks of microplastics remain unclear. Okay, first of all, let's divide this. So, gum may be an overlooked source of plastic ingestion. This is a fancy way of saying what?
So it's a fancy way of saying to eat or drink something.
Yeah.
But it's often used for things you don't want in your body.
Now, so let's look at this power vocab, ingestion.
Yes.
If you ingest, it's kind of a medical term.
Right.
It just means you're consuming or eating.
Right. But you wouldn't say, I ingested a hamburger.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
That is food. So often for things that are okay to put in your body, you can say it.
Yeah.
But we often use this word ingest or ingestion for things you don't want in your body. Plastic. Maybe a poison.
Poison. Ingest poison. Yeah.
You can even ingest like a marble.
Kids.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Like little toys.
Little toys,
that
little
accidentally
pieces.
like swallow. You could say that you're ingesting those things.
Right. Yeah. Ingesting certain chemicals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, basically what this is saying is that people don't think about the fact that gum is a way we consume plastic.
Yep.
Okay. Experts believe gum makers could cut out most, if not all of the microplastics if they are more careful in their manufacturing processes. So, experts believe that gum makers can do what?
They can cut out the microplastics. Cut out means to get rid of.
Yeah.
Often removing from a whole.
That's right.
So they're not going to get rid of all of the gum, just the microplastics inside the gum.
Yes, that's right. So usually when like in the body you have like a tumor or some growth, they use this term to cut out.
Yeah.
This from, because they're just taking that one thing out.
Well, I mean, if you're a pregnant woman, they can cut out the baby.
C-section.
A C-section.
Yes, that's
where
right.
you can have a natural birth. So
That's right.
They're pulling out the baby
Right.
from the whole body of the mother, right?
Right, exactly.
You can also use this for cut out a circle in a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be medical.
Right. You take a full A4 size paper and then you cut out a circle.
Yeah.
So it has to be part of something.
Yes.
For you to cut it out. Okay. Let's finish this off.
If you manage to never ingest microplastics, consider yourself lucky.
Okay. If you manage to do something, and this is a term that a lot of native speakers use very often. Okay, I managed to do this, or if you can manage it. Yeah. What is this manage?
So the manage here is not like a supervisor managing the employees.
Right.
It's about being able to do something that might be difficult. Oh, it was hard, but I managed to do it.
Yes.
Here, never having any microplastics.
Yeah.
That's an impossible task.
Well, yeah, these days in modern society, it's almost impossible.
I mean, I don't know about almost. I think definitely.
It is impossible.
Even if you eat meat.
Yeah.
The animals had microplastic.
It's everywhere.
So now you have
That's right. So, if you manage to never ingest microplastics, consider yourself lucky. So our power pattern today is consider yourself lucky. What does that mean?
This is another way of saying, wow, you are lucky.
Yeah, wow, you are lucky.
You need to know that you are lucky.
Okay, we'll give you more examples. Lucky, yeah. All right, let's listen to that one more time. It's become a fact of life that humans are consuming microplastics at a growing rate. A recent study found a new source of microplastics, chewing gum. Researchers tested 10 popular gum brands and found that 1 gram of gum released an average of 100 microplastics, with most released within the first 8 minutes of chewing. The study suggests gum may be an overlooked source of plastic ingestion, although the health risks of microplastics remain unclear. Experts believe gum makers could cut out most, if not all, of the microplastics if they are more careful in their manufacturing process. If you manage to never ingest microplastics, consider yourself lucky. Please join us for Power Note. We're on pages 112 and 113. A fact of life is something that is part of our everyday reality. So everybody has this reality and we need to accept it. Okay, I found a gray hair the other day. It's so depressing.
Aging is a fact of life we all have to deal with.
Yeah.
Everyone's hair is going to go gray or go away.
Or go...
You know?
Or you're going to lose your hair.
Your hair will go gray or it'll go away.
It'll go away.
That is something you cannot deny.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe you can get surgery or dye your hair.
Right.
But if you are going to go natural, that is something you cannot stop.
That's right.
You know?
I'd rather that it go gray than go away.
I don't know. It doesn't really bother. As a guy. But
for women, I feel like if you just don't have your hair, you got to have your hair.
Yeah, but at the same time, I have seen women who buzz their hair.
Yeah.
And they have a really good head shape.
They do.
You know?
And sometimes I wish I can do that sometimes. Because it would just save so much time and energy.
I don't know.
But I don't think my head is very nice.
Whether you think it looks good or not, it is something that is a reality. It is a fact of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
For teachers, grading papers on weekends is just a fact of life.
Yeah. You know, we like to think that teachers have a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
And that in America, they have summer vacation.
Oh, no.
But that is not the case.
No. When I taught at Ewha University, I tell you, I was grading papers over the weekend.
Yeah.
And during the week. You take it with you.
Yeah, my sister was a teacher in the U.S. as well. And if she was awake...
You're grading papers.
You're working.
Yeah,
you're grading papers.
You're either preparing
for the lesson or you're grading papers.
Yeah.
Okay. Cut out something means to stop doing or consuming something. I cut out sugar to improve my energy levels.
That must take a lot of discipline.
Yeah. So you have your diet.
Yes.
And you eat a variety of food. But from that, you are cutting out sugar.
You're taking out that
Taking
one
it
part.
out. Okay. We had to cut out unnecessary expenses to stay within our budget.
You didn't stop using money altogether.
Right.
Only the unnecessary things.
That's right. You cut it out. That's right. So that is the whole idea of to cut out.
Yes.
Not just to stop doing or get rid of. It's already there and you're taking it out of there.
Yes.
Okay. Manage to do something means that something is difficult or unexpected, but you're able to do it. We barely managed to catch the last bus.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah. So here's another common question, like, how did you manage to get tickets? I heard they were sold out.
Yeah. So if the tickets are gone, a lot of these big concerts now, 5 minutes.
It's gone.
It's gone. Hard to find.
Yeah.
But you managed to get them.
Right. He managed to stay calm during the entire interview.
He wanted to scream or cry or leave.
Or not answer the question, but he managed to stay calm.
Yes.
Right. So to manage to do something is to be able to do something under difficult or unexpected circumstance. Okay. How did you manage to, ride the airplane for 2 days? When you go to South America from Korea, it's like 2 or 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
How did you manage to do that? I thought you had a hard, bad back.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got a new pillow that
I went first class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Power pattern. Consider yourself lucky.
You're lucky.
Okay. Lucky. If you missed today's meeting, consider yourself lucky.
Oh, was the meeting that bad?
Yeah, it was.
If you didn't eat Bob's cookies, consider yourself lucky.
They were terrible.
And I got sick.
Oh, you got sick.
You were lucky that you didn't eat them.
Right. So maybe you went to a buffet and you didn't eat that. Consider yourself lucky because I got food poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The oysters were free.
Oh, no.
But they were also poisoned.
All right. So the word power vocab is the word ingest. So I-N-G-E-S-T. Right?
Yes.
Kind of sounds like digest, right? Similar. It's about, but ingesting means to taking in food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's often things you don't want in your body.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for studying with us all week. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll be back next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you next week.